I don't know if are you looking for people to stick to the topic, or is it kind of?
Well, no. So once you get me on the line, you can say whatever you want to. If you want to tell me I got you pregnant 2 years ago, go ahead.
No, man, nothing like that. Nothing like that. I do follow you. Not obsessively, anything like that. But I've just noticed some of the videos that people like to cut together your previous live streams, and obviously I don't have time to watch them all.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the ones I've seen recently, I was a little bit surprised about some of the things that you were saying in them, and it kind of.
Which ones?
I was pretty surprised. I think they're what's the guy's name? Black something is his name. He's kind of been making a lot of videos.
Oh, I don't know, but you have to tell me. You have to tell me what it is that that you heard that surprised you.
Well,
we don't need to. We don't need to hear who made it.
All right. Well, there was one about you saying that you couldn't be a teacher, a high school teacher, because you would either try or you would, quote unquote, fuck the kids or fuck the students. So that I found to be just quite morally reprehensible.
Why is it morally? I'm sorry. Excuse me. What would make that morally reprehensible to you?
Well, because that's pedophilia. That's an adult having sex with an underage student who cannot.
That's not pedophilia.
Okay. Isn't it?
No, if they don't call those teachers who sleep with the students pedophiles.
What do they call them?
They call it statutory rape.
Okay, but that is the act of statutory rape. That's not what you would call the person doing it.
They don't call them pedophiles.
Okay, so what's your definition of what do you believe the definition of a pedophile?
Pedophilia, if I'm not mistaken, it is finding the attraction of prepubescent children. I thought it was. I could be wrong.
Okay, well, no, I could be wrong too. I could be wrong. I believe there's another word for it if it's over a certain age, like once they're already adults.
I thought pedophilia happens to, I think it's 12 and under. I thought it was.
Okay, like I said, it's very, very possible.
No, but I can hear what you're saying, but don't you understand my point, though? My point is this.
No.
Oh, and I can explain it. My point is this. Not everybody feels the same way you feel. My grandmother had a kid at 13 with my grandfather and stayed with him for the rest of his life. Jerry Lee Lewis married a 13-year-old. The point is
that's a logical fallacy.
No. I didn't say it was logic. What I'm saying is
I didn't say it was logic either, but a logical fallacy isn't using logic. You do realize that, right?
I didn't say, hold on. I'm not going to let you overtalk me. I don't know who the hell you are, but I just said that I'm not saying it was logic at all. My point is that if something exists, just like it exists that there are people who go and shoot up schools, not everybody goes and shoot up schools. But because this happens, maybe you can do something to protect against it. That's literally my only point, to protect against it.
Okay.
I make certain jokes. I make certain jokes to say, keep your eyes open for anyone. Now, you may not get my jokes, and that's fine. I don't care if you don't get it or anybody else doesn't get it. But the point is, I'm trying to make sure that people keep their eyes open for everyone. Everyone is a potential person who can do something wrong.
By you saying that you would try to have sex with
Jesus Christ. I just told you what I meant. Now you're just being an asshole. No. You're just being an asshole now. I just told you that it is wrong. No, hold on. I just told you it is wrong. I said it is wrong. That it is a problem. And that you need to make sure you keep your eyes on everyone. Anyone, including me.
As you said it. You were laughing as you said it. You were like,
bitch, it was a joke. Hey, I don't know who you or Jason Black is. No, bitch, you're not going to call in here and keep on trying to talk to me like that. If you don't like my explanation, get the fuck off the phone. Okay, hold on, dear. Okay, I like fucking teenage girls. How about that? Does that make you, what are you going to do? Go call the police. Get the fuck off the phone and go call the police. No, get off the phone and go call the police. Get off of the phone and call the police. You seem really concerned. So I just told you. Now get off the phone and call the police, okay? If you really care about little girls, I just said it. Now get off the phone and call the police. Get off of the phone and call the police. If you're not going to do that, then you're just trolling. If you're not going to do that, then you're just trolling. If you're not going to do that, then you're just trolling. See, she's not going to go call the police. You see how she's not going to go call the police? Okay. She cares so much that she's not going to go call the police. She's just going to sit here and try to keep talking to me because that lame ass Jay Black done got this person to call my phone. And I'm glad you recorded it. Okay, but guess what? I'm still paid and you ain't. Good night. Jay Black, I'm still paid and you ain't. You still want my attention. You and that lame ass big nose John Logic still want my attention. It don't matter if I fuck 18, 19, 12, or 13. Y'all won't go to the police, which is what you should do. If you think I am a problem, you were laughing when you said it. Yep. I was laughing when I told the joke about the people getting shot too. I was laughing when I told every joke I told, regardless of how crass it was. Because it was a joke. You would pick up, and then the bitch emailed me to let me get on the phone, get her on the phone. If you guys would like to talk to her, because the name wasn't even the same. The number is 212-834-5927. You're not going to call me and disrespect me on the show. You can ask a legitimate question. If I answer your question, if we can't have civil dialogue, make sure you guys pick up 212-834-5927. That's 212-834-5927. I remember when I called, I said the name wasn't even the same. When I picked up the line, the name wasn't even the same. I was like, who the fuck is this? But you're going to say, I don't like people that have an agenda. If you have a legitimate question, I answer your legitimate question. She asked a question. I pointed out. The problem is that people try to act like everybody's on the same moral plane. What I'm trying to tell you is that everybody isn't on the same moral plane. So what you should probably do is keep an eye on everyone. I don't understand how the fuck that doesn't make sense to anyone. Well, I don't like the joke you told. Well, then don't listen to me. Or call the police. If you don't like the joke I told, don't listen to me or call the police. I'd prefer you. I would like for you to call the police. Since y'all are trolling, y'all know where I live. Y'all know the police's number. Call them. If y'all are trolling that bad, go ahead and do it. I want you to do this. I want you to pick up your phone, Jay Black, and call the police right here. So, because I'm a habophile and a pervert. So just call the police. Why troll? If you really give a shit about children, you would not troll. Because once you get through trolling and once I get through with the show, I will go right back to molesting kids, right back to being a pedophile. So you don't care about them because you just called my show. You didn't call the police. You didn't call the community. You didn't do any of that. You just picked up this random white bitch to call my show to do that. This random white bitch from 212-834-5927. And then she said, I would like to discuss and debate with you on a rational, logical, mature level. No, you don't. You literally didn't. There was nothing rational about that discussion. Your question you asked, and I literally tried to answer her question. I didn't tell her that's a fuck. Think about this, guys. I didn't tell her that's a fucked up question. I didn't say fuck you in your question. I didn't say I wouldn't answer it. I didn't get mad when she said it. Oh, how dare you ask me that on my show? Didn't happen. Didn't matter what you asked me, I will answer it. The only thing you can do is if I say something that just doesn't make sense, check me on it. If you can't follow what I'm saying, ask me to repeat it or explain it. If you're going to sit up here and have I stated going, like you guys heard the echo, which meant they were recording it. If you believe that I am a pedophile, then call the police. The sad part about this, y'all, is there are real pedophiles in the community. There are real child rapists in the community. And those people aren't doing anything. They would literally fuck with a dude who has never had anything levied closely against him. You never see me around anybody's fucking kids. You don't see me around anybody's fucking adult or teenagers. Say whatever you want. You don't see this. If you saw me around some kids and thought, well, I think he be around a lot of them kids and I think he doing something, fair. I don't go around none of y'all motherfucking kids. I stay around my child. I don't pick up no other motherfuckers' kids. I don't babysit no other motherfuckers' kids. I don't babysit no other motherfuckers' teens. I don't go nowhere with no other motherfuckers' teens. So whatever the fuck you trying to prove, what would seem to make sense to me was if you saw me around some teens or you saw me around some kids, then you would have a point trying to prove that I'm a fucking pedophile. But you don't see me around no teens. You don't see me around no kids other than mine. You don't hear nobody else sit up here and say, look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing. But you, Mr. I don't live in America, and you big nose fucking faggot, you sit around and fuck with people. Because why? Because your life sucks. But if you really gave a shit about kids who this was happening to, you would actually do it in your community. You would actually try to find these people who are actually doing it, not waste somebody else's time. But that's what you'd rather do. Waste somebody else's time. And it eats at both of you because I do something that you can't do. I can command an audience. I don't need a random white girl to go do some troll work for me on somebody's show. I've never needed it. I don't. And I won't. So unlike you, people listen to me for what I have to say because it matters. So I don't have to levy fake charges against people. I don't have to say you're a pedophile or abophile. I don't have to do any of that. Why? Because I'm quite grown. And I don't think I would worry about somebody in New York that's supposedly a pedophile if I don't want to look for pedophiles right here in Phoenix. I'd find that odd that I wanted to find out if somebody in Manchester, England was a fucking pedophile and didn't want to find out if somebody in Phoenix was a pedophile. And I surely would find it odd that I would stalk the shit out of another person. So I'm saying this because I want you guys to understand, just like those pro-blacks, these people exhibit fake outrage. And they are willing to ruin other people's life with their fake outrage. With their fake outrage. They will fuck with someone else's life and livelihood because they have nothing better to do. And you wonder why I have zero amount of respect for number one, black dudes and women. Black dudes, I have no respect for. And the fact that this bitch that he was able to convince you to do that, whoever you are, bitch, you're an idiot. You let this nigga convince you to do this. You're an idiot. What he should have done is show you some pictures of me doing something. You know, from what you said about that on that video by Votron Black or somebody black, I mean, well, it just disturbed me. I mean, that's pedophilia. You made a joke about it. Let me ask you something, bitch. Did any one of y'all go after Bill Paxton or the writers of the movie True Lies when he said that the girl had an ass like a 10-year-old boy? Any outrage at all? Any? Has any of you motherfuckers went after Bill Paxton at all? This is a movie. This is a movie. It was a joke. So before you come at me, anyone, you big nose son of a bitch. That's why I'm telling you, I really hope God has this motherfucker's family just get burned up in a fucking house fire. I hate that dude.
Ultimately, you showed your true feelings. It's like somebody that's a bit inebriated, somebody that's really speaking their mind and their heart. Then they want to turn back and say, well, you know what, we really apologize. When you really, really didn't mean to. You just upset that the heat that came your way was something that you couldn't deal with.